Cincinnati about players saying they'd never seen a court speed like it.
It's good to have that variation, but I think when you look at that semi-final, you think, well, it would suit Humbert because he loves to, move forward. But a really fast court, I wouldn't necessarily have said that it would suit Hashanov, but he's got form, he's got history in Paris, he's won there before, so looking to get back in the final again.
One apiece between these two this year. Both the meetings were on clay. Paolini came out on top, Roland Garros. Rybakina in Stuttgart. How do you see this one going, Laura, in these conditions?
Well, judging from the match that we just saw, it's definitely going to favour a big hitter because it is playing quick, it's skidding through. So if Rybakina's serving and returning well, then it's going to be hard to deal with her sort of pace. But as we were saying earlier, the unknown is if she's able to deal with the sort of live situation where all of a sudden it's coming a bit quicker than you thought or a bit faster than it has been in practice. Plus you have Paolini's variety, her ability to come forward when needed. I think it's really interesting, and I actually don't know who's going to win. So yeah, I'm getting that in early. So
Laura's getting on the fence early.
I just don't want to do a prediction.
I'm not going to force you to make a prediction. Remember that Jasmine Paolini, she's also in the doubles competition as well. So this time around, Laura, you're heading to the Whisper. Yep. Tim, do you know your way to the commentary box?
Yes, I feel more confident. I can see it from here. Fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, we're very much looking forward to this match getting under. It is Tim who's going to be alongside Jonathan up in the commentary box.
All right, what can Jasmine Paolini do to make an impact at the start of this, her WTA Finals debut? What a year it has been for her, and what a finale. I think really important that she doesn't see just getting here as the prize, because that would be an understandable feeling. She started the year as the world number 30, but ends the year here among the elite, the top 8. Not just that, she's at her career high ranking of 4 right now, and has beaten her opponent today, Elena Rybakina, twice before, as you can see there. Their last 2 matches actually have been very tight, going to 3 sets at Roland Garros in the quarterfinals when Paolini won 6-4 in the third, and at Stuttgart as well, also at the quarterfinal stage when Rybakina won 6-3 in the third. Zhuan Shang from China in the umpire's chair for this one. Singles and doubles this week for Jasmine Paolini, so it's going to be a busy one. Sara Irani is her compatriot, much older doubles teammate, of course, but what a year for them in the team game, particularly at the Olympic Games when they left the women's doubles competition with the gold medals. But what of Elena Rybakina here? An extraordinary year, really, because the way she started particularly at the Olympic Games when they left the women's doubles competition with the gold medals. But what of Elena Rybakina here? An extraordinary year, really, because the way she started that situation yesterday as well, and said nothing sinister going on, a lot of speculation behind the scenes, but just a parting of the ways, and I wish him well, said Elena.
Thank you. Can we stop the music?
But this is her first match since the US Open, when she pulled out with that back problem ahead of her second round match. So it's a bit of a mystery how Rybakina will perform this week here at the WTA Finals. We're about to find out.
Thank you. 30.
Well, it's quite the group, isn't it, for Paolini to be drawn in, just 5'4". But three of the big power hitters of the game, the three biggest servers in her group. She's going to be doing a lot of running and a lot of defending, but that's the way she likes it. So she's been hitting for the last 2.5 weeks, Rybakina, but obviously that did mean quite an extended break after the US Open. First game on the board then for the Italian Jasmine Paolini. And good afternoon, Tim Hammond. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Jonathan. Very much looking forward to seeing how this one unfolds, as you say. Paolini is such a good mover, a grinder, plays with that heavy spin, whereas Rybakina in our picture is such an impressive ball striker. A lot of good ball striking in that first match, especially from Sabalenka. Intrigued to see who comes out on top in this one.
Elena Rybakina.
And because we haven't seen her for so long, and we know that she's had the issues and the injury as well, it's not many people are around are tipping Rybakina for this tournament. But we know all about her quality. We saw it in the first half of this year. And I think because of that, Tim, you'd be incredibly brave to rule her out of contention.
Yeah, absolutely. Having played so little tennis, I think it could work one of two ways. Either gives her the freedom to go for her shots, or she's a bit ring rusty. Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well-constructed point. Rybakina got the forehand in the middle of the court. It really sat up the shot from Paolini. Rybakina just punishes these.
think that must have taken out the microphone down there at the far end of the court. Well, I mean, that is a proper welcome back Elena Rybakina, isn't it? Those last 2 points. That is good to see. The tour has missed her.
Game Rybakina. One game on.
Talking in the opening match how Zheng leads the way on the ace count this year. Sabalenka third, and the player second for number of aces this year is Rybakina. And that's despite missing 2 months and only winning a couple of matches since Wimbledon.
Good aggressive deep return from Rybakina, taking Paolini's time away. Another missed first serve. Need to keep an eye on that Paolini first serve percentage. If she gives Rybakina too many looks at second serve.
Deuce. Advantage, Paolini.
The other players have talked about a feeling of lightness around the court. Balls flying. The altitude here, 600 meters above sea level. Enough to be noticeable.
Game Paolini. Paolini leads 2-1.
So 2 service holds for Jasmine Paolini at the start of her WTA finals career. What a thing for her to be making her debut at this event, taking her place among the elite. 2-1 she leads.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Don't ever forget those The new £5 meal deal from McDonald's. Cheeseburger or mayo chicken, fries, 4 chicken McNuggets, and a drink. For guess what? That's right, £5.
When life doesn't go to plan, ClearScore can help with personalised loans and credit cards. Download for free now. ClearScore, best friend for your finances.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Well, I think when we had the chance to sit down and chat to Elena Rybakina yesterday, a lot of people were very interested in asking her about her old coaching situation. Not many of us, excuse me, not many of us were expecting the rest of the conversation to revolve around her new coaching situation when she revealed, it was a bit of a mic drop moment actually, when she revealed that Goran Ivanisevic is going to join her team at the start of next season. Although they've only spoken on the phone.
Yeah.
Hopefully the contracts are done.
Game, Rybakina. 2 games.
Well, Paolini ended last year at 30 in the world. Entered the top 20 with that victory in Dubai back in February.
Thank you, please. Behind
Now plays at a career high ranking of 4.
Let's resume.
It's one of those forehands that in normal conditions probably would have just dropped inside the baseline, but with the altitude, the air a little bit thinner, just flies that little bit further.
Not too much natural air, though, inside this arena, Tim.
True.
It's mostly people's breath and air conditioning. So how does that work?
No idea.
It's one for your science friends.
Yeah, exactly. Glad we have got some air conditioning because it was pretty warm today outside.
Strong on the forehand from Rybakina. And certainly from her supporters' point of view, there's been a lot of trepidation really around this comeback, wondering what they were going to see. But the signs are promising.
Timely ace. Not the fastest, but very well placed.
Deuce.
And an untimely double fault.
Advantage, Paolini. Deuce.
Well, the strength of her shots on the baseline, Rybakina, means she's always likely to have the chance to come forward. Actually, that swing volley did allow Paolini another shot, didn't it? Not as deep as she would have liked, but secure enough with the volley.
Advantage, Rybakina.
Breakpoint chance. Yeah, a rather dramatic sound, by the way, that you can hear there is of the graphics going up on the LED boards, which are all around the arena, just behind the spectators.
Deuce.
She'd be disappointed with that miss. Just overhitting the forehand. Banging her legs there. Perhaps a little bit of nervous tension affects the footwork, not quite getting in the right position.
Advantage, Paolini.
Nice reaction there from Paolini, just having a little conversation with her coach Renzo Furlan at the side of the court.
Game, Paolini.
Well, yeah, Furlan has to be a contender for Coach of the Year. What a partnership they have been, getting this Italian into the top 5 and to 2 Grand Slam finals this year. She leads her first match at the WTA Finals 3-2 first set.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Knowing you're not really into pink, but your mum knows it suits you, and that this will become the jumper. In 4 years' time, you'll be cross with yourself when you... Oh, dear. And when you dye your hair, it will go up here, because pink on pink is too much pink. But then you'll rediscover it. You'll even be wearing it when you and Joe become a thing. But you don't know any of that yet. Just know it's for you, and the person who gave it to you loves you.
Have a ghost to bust.
Busted me. No. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, available now on Sky Cinema.
Up next, Sao Paulo. Which way will the championship turn? Let's keep pushing. The Sao Paulo Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Time.
Second appearance at this event for Elena Rybakina. Went 1 and 2 in the group last year. 1 victory, 2 defeats. Always gets quite complicated, doesn't it, if you get to the final round of group matches and 3 players are still in contention, as is almost always the case. There's a whole list of various scenarios that could come into play.
Rybakina. Love 30.
After 2 very comfortable service holds by Rybakina, here she is at love 30. Well, that is a bit loose. And it gives Paolini the chance. Saved a break point on her own serve in the last game, now with a chance in this one. Just growing into the match, you feel, Jasmine Paolini.
Game, Paolini. Paolini leads 4 games to 2.
Well, there have been some promising signs from Rybakina, Tim, but I think that the real significance will come as we see Sara Irani there, the doubles partner of Jasmine Paolini in her box, hardly surprisingly. But I guess the test for Rybakina will come, situations like this. Lose your serve, go a breakdown. We know she's got fight, but has she got the physical strength to do it after 2 months out?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you can practice as much as you like, and it sounds like Rybakina hasn't actually practiced so much, but, you know, the match conditions are different, and, you know, Paolini, I think, has done a good job early doors, just making her play as much as possible, using her foot speed, staying in the rallies.
Umpire Zhang sending out the instructions over some loose balls.
Love 30.
Well, Rybakina will be disappointed with that at love 30. Putting the second serve return into the net.
It's only 130 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's a winner. And she has responded impressively. And has the chance to break back.
Game Rybakina. New balls, please.
Well, you can see the frustration on the face of Jasmine Paolini, angling that backhand wide and out of court. And having worked so hard to break, she has gifted it back to Rybakina. Back on serve, 4-3 Paolini, first set.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Do you fancy going for a bite later on?
I better get home. Now the nights are drawing in. I worry about being burgled.
You really need to think about getting your home protected.
With Verisure Rapid Response, certified experts are ready to act 24/7. If a break-in is detected, they can trigger their exclusive Zero Vision anti-burglary smoke barrier to expel intruders from your home.
Then you can stay for a cheeky one.
Sign up today and get 50% off Zero Vision alarm installation plus a free security camera setup.
To get Verisure Rapid Response, give us a bell or go to the website for a quote. Does anyone have a light?
Everyone, light it up! Need a light over here? Light up your winter with our bright blockbusters, available now.
Let's go. It's blue against blue in the WSL. Bring it on. Watch Everton take on champions Chelsea at Goodison Park, live on Sky Sports.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Time.
New balls for Elena Rybakina. 3-4, back on serve, opening set. Break each way.
LIVESTREAM.
Oh, that is a miss.
Talk about serve +1. Rybakina got a shot that she wanted. Big first serve. Forehand inside the court, just dragged it down into the net. Another chance here for Paolini.
But that's plumb on the line from Rybakina. Not exactly what Jasmine wanted to see. Oh, what has happened there? Paolini from mid-court with a forehand to finish the point and just gifts Rybakina the passing shot.
The short forehand and then really misses her target by probably 6 or 8 feet. Straight into the backhand side of Rybakina. Still not out of trouble yet, though.
What a single-handed backhand defensive shot that was from Rybakina, who has her fitness trainer and physio here, agent. Look at this, keeping the point alive.
Yeah, Paolini was in control. Didn't quite get the feet in the right position, and then body weight going left, dragged the forehand, drive volley wide.
Watching it all the way from up high. as always, with indoor tennis, there's quite a lot of gear up there under the ceiling with the speakers and the lighting rig and all sorts of cables. Oh, that's a winner.
That is a brilliant winner. Running forehand cross court. Certainly wasn't Paolini's worst backhand down the line. This was a beautiful shot, but look at the movement. Early preparation just whips round the side of the forehand. Brilliantly executed. 4-all, 30-all. Big moments in this first set.
Return a serve. Did very well, actually, to make the room required to deliver that shot. And Rybakina has turned this set around. 4-2 down. But now a point for 5-4.
Oh, that's a nervous forehand. Looked like the feet stopped working. Didn't quite move up to it. Pulled up the head. Missed by quite some way on the forehand of Rybakina.
Advantage, Paolini.
Nice use of the body serve. Took a little pace off that at just 147 kilometers an hour, but Rybakina's got long arms, couldn't quite get out of the way of it. Point for 5-4.
Game, Paolini.
Good recovery.
Paolini leads 5 games to 4.
So, back in front, 5-4, still on serve, and Rybakina will be coming out after the change of ends to serve to stay in the set.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
There are autumn savings at DFS, plus 4 years interest-free credit on everything. Make things cozy with the Zana at $499. And for fast delivery, there's the Trek Express Power Recliner or the San Mateo Express Bundle at £1,999. Hurry, these savings end Tuesday. DFS, what's your thing?
Remember, remember.
The 5th of November.
Gunpowder, treason and plot.
Do you remember?
Together, we can change history.
We're ready. We're igniting. We're blasting. We are burning. Come and get me.
Remember, remember.
We'll give you something to remember.
New Gunpowder Siege. Available Monday on Sky History.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Rybakina really putting the pressure on in that last game. And that missed forehand on the break point, something of a surprise. Not exactly a challenging ball coming at her. As Tim said, got her footwork in a bit of a mess, and the chance had gone. Now serving to stay in the set.
Beautiful change of direction. Stepping in, shorten the backswing, still getting around the outside of the ball and executing the down the line backhand beautifully.
30 begin. begin. Wait, please.
Half a chance there for Paolini, and again she's frustrated at not being able to execute the shot that she'd mapped out in her head. And so on we go. 5-all. I think this could be a really competitive group, actually. You know, Sabalenka, Zheng, Rybakina, Paolini. Expect it to come down to the
Sabalenka getting that
moments.
first win, yeah. You feel like the other three are battling for second spot.
You expect Arena to go 3 out of 3, do you?
I think so. She's look very confident today.
So we were talking about scenarios earlier, so that's an example where if one player wins all 3 matches, the other 3 could easily just have the 1 win.
Yes.
So 3 players with 1 win, 2 defeats.
That round robin, yeah, 2 wins, 1 loss, doesn't always go through.
And then obviously if there are 3 players locked, you can't do a simple head-to-head. So you go to percentage of sets won, but often that's the same.
Yeah.
So you go to percentage of games.
Calculators needed. And therefore, every match counts, every set counts, every game counts.
Just a second double fault from Jasmine Paolini. She's won a higher percentage of points behind her second serve so far than her first. Well, the game has a different feel now, doesn't it? After that double fault from Paolini, which came at 40 love. Now 3 points in a row for the Kazakh. Just wide off the net cord, and for the fourth game in a row on the Paolini serve, Rybakina has break point. Jasmine saved 2 of the 3 previous ones.
Again, it's that forehand. She's looking to be aggressive. It's the right shot, but perhaps she could play with a little bit more spin, perhaps go a little bit closer to the, further away from the line to give herself more margin for error. Smart serve from Paolini. Going straight back at the forehand.
Oh, well, I was just asking for trouble, and Jasmine knew it as well. She was off across to the other side of the court.
Yeah,
when that ball was landing in.
When you hit forehands that hard, they don't need to be that close to the line. It's early. Only just over the service line, but absolutely crushed.
Let seconds.
Oh, yes. Picked a spot that time.
Advantage, Paolini.
Getting right up the back of the ball to create that top spin, dipping the ball cross court.
It's always nice when it lands in the service box, isn't it? You know you've hit it well. That's just long, and Paolini survives another tight game. That's 4 in a row. She's faced break points, and she has won the game 3 times out of 4. That is resilience, and she leads 6-5. Well, let's take you down to courtside to get a feel primarily for the conditions from Laura Robson. How's it playing, Laura?
How close it is with Rybakina, that it's pretty fast. It's just checking a lot around that middle third of the court, and Paolini's doing really well to just keep the footwork up and sharp. I think she could just be a bit more aware of where Rybakina's going with her forehand once the rally starts. The majority of the time is going back cross court. It's a high percentage shot for sure, but I always feel like it can get a little predictable, and given that it is her first match back, she's just doing it more often than normal. So for Paolini to just read that a bit earlier, open up the court, and just keep things out of that one rhythm that we're seeing a lot. But yeah, great tennis from both, and good fight, and just really fun to watch from down here. The music's pumping as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Laura. There's Sara Irani, Renzo Furlan, the coach in the white. They will have a busy tournament, these two, because Paolini will be playing every day. And I'm sure Irani will be here to support on the days when they're not playing doubles. So Rybakina for the second time serving to stay in the set. Well, it's a little unlucky from Paolini. Again, she's trying to cut the corner off, isn't she, and take that on the rise. Really strong arms to try to jab it into the corner. Oh, classy stuff. Henman-esque. Things you like to see.
Slice backhand down the line and moving forward. This was beautifully played. Finishing the point up the net.
Oh, someone do a meme and put Tim's face. Good work.
Sometimes miss balls, but that's, you know, missing by 7 or 8 feet. Probably emphasizes the lack of match practice. Big point here.
Oh, she hit the baseline with the backhand, but then just went over it with the forehand. And how many times have we said it, Tim? You know, Paolini is not that far away. She'll feel like she's been chasing this set throughout, saving 3 break points, but she's had opportunities.
Yeah, you feel like a tie break's probably a fair outcome for the first 12 games. Look at their records this year. Paolini 1-10, lost 4.
1-0, Rybakina. One on.
That's gone flying. And all 3 points so far against the serve.
Thank you. Three, 1, Paolini.
Oh, this would be some set for Paolini to come through, wouldn't it? All the pressure she's been under on serve. Playing the first set of her career at the WTA finals. But looking right at home. And another miss by some considerable distance from Rybakina. And surely a must-win point on serve now before the change of ends.
Another unforced error. In the big moments, you've got to do the basics well, and it's been the unforced errors that have flowed in this tiebreak.
Yeah, it's nervy, isn't it? How dearly Rybakina would love one of those big booming aces just to settle things down a bit. Hour on the clock. Oh, missed another one. Not as glaring a miss as some of the previous ones, but it's still out. It's still point Paolini. And 2 service points to come now. Win them both, and she has the first set.
6-2, Paolini.
Just steadied herself before those two forehands, Rybakina. Knew one more error in this error-strewn tiebreak would see it over. Remains just the single point against the serve.
Leverson. Paolini.
Certainly pretty tight out there.
Missing so many first serves as well. That percentage has dropped down to 45 for the set, Rybakina.
Oh, goodness, 2-second serves. Missed the doubles court with that return.
Oh, it's tense.
It certainly
really is. Paolini on debut at this event. Rybakina on the comeback after 2 months out. You can feel how much this means, but the errors are flowing. 4th set point. Oh, she was playing it so safe, Rybakina, but then misses on the final forehand. And what an effort from Jasmine Paolini. Under huge pressure throughout that set, saving break points in 3 of her 6 service games. And she edges it 7-5 on a tiebreak in just over an hour. What an effort. Reminder that Aryna Sabalenka beat Zheng Qinwen in the first match of the day in this purple group. Before attention tomorrow turns to the orange group. And this is the highest seed in that group. Iga Swiatek, who of course has spent so much of the year, the vast majority of the year, as world #1. But here is the 2nd seed. Her opponent, the Wimbledon champion, Barbora Krejcikova, who's in this event courtesy of a rule change. The WTA now matching the ATP by allowing Grand Slam winners who finish outside of the top 8 to take their place. You've got to finish inside the top 20, though, which is what she did. So they'll play first up. Then it will be Coco Gauff. And it's been a curious end to the season for Coco, but she's still racked up the wins, not least in Beijing. And the All-American affair, the doubles partners indeed. Played in this event as a doubles team last year, did Gauff and Jessica Pegula. who made the final in singles last year, well beaten by Iga Świątek. Pegula, the 6th seed. So those are the two matches tomorrow, Sunday. And it'll be 12:30 UK time for Świątek against Krejcikova. So a slightly earlier start tomorrow, and indeed the tournament will then follow the same pattern through the week until the semi-final stage. So lunchtime for the first match, mid-afternoon for the second match.
It's only the first game of the second set, but you can see by Paolini's reaction, she knows got some serious momentum having got that first set under her belt. Love 30, second serve return.
Ms. Rybakina is requesting the replay on the left baseline.
That's onto the baseline. It's in. Rybakina can't challenge, of course, because it's all automated on the line calls, but she can ask to see it on the big screens.
Different reaction there from Paolini. She was disappointed at love 30. But there, the deep forehand gives her 2 break points.
Oof. Well, she's been waiting a while for one of those. Struggled in the second half of the second set with her first serve, Rybakina. The 5 aces she hit, I think, were all inside the first half of that set. Right on cue. 2 big first deliveries to save the break points. And I think everyone, Tim, knows how important these early games of the second set are, because no one quite knows the physical state of Rybakina.
Yeah, she certainly responded well. Big serving, early forehand down the line.
First match, to remind you, since the US Open, missed the whole Asian swing.
Deuce. Advantage, Rybakina.
Well, she found her first serve from 15-40 down in that game. And it was a timely return.
Yeah, the standout stats there really are the winners and unforced errors. 21 winners between them, 17 for Rybakina, only 4 from Paolini, but a lot of unforced errors, 52. I think that emphasizes how difficult it is to control the ball with that thinner air.
Both of their last matches, these two, were very, very tight. Went to deciding sets in Stuttgart and at Roland Garros. And if Rybakina keeps hitting the ball like that, every chance the same could happen here. She's got a break point. So this is now 5 Paolini service games in a row to include a break point.
And that's just a poor miss. It's done well to get the return back into play deep. That's a rallying forehand, and Rybakina's just missed it by 3 feet.
No, that's really well played. But that last forehand from Rybakina, I think a consequence of the 3 misses off that wing earlier in the game. She's played that one with extreme caution.
Yeah, and also when you have all these breakpoint opportunities and you're not taking them, it can become a little bit psychological.
Game Paolini. 1 game.
Well, it's uncanny, really, isn't it? That's 4 out of 5 games now where she's held, having faced break point. She's never face more than a single break point in any one of those games. There's Garbine Muguruza, who, as well as being former French and Wimbledon champion and world #1, is the tournament director. He's been brought in to keep the players happy and run the show. Well, it's Paolini who's going to be at the net playing volleys like that on alternate days. She's in the doubles. But Rybakina dealing with those forecourt balls well.
Please. Game Rybakina. New balls, please. Rybakina leads 2-1.
Well, this could have felt a lot different this set had Paolini converted when she had 15-40 in the opening game, but Rybakina has settled a little bit and leads 2-1 as she tries to start the comeback.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Done rehearsal! Everyone on their A game. Cut.
Up next, Sao Paulo. Which way will the championship turn? Let's keep pushing. The Sao Paulo Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
The boys of the overlap are back. And the 3 are now 4.
He gets paid for that, doesn't he?
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
So Paolini is going to have new balls for 1-2, second set.
30-18.
Well, Paolini's just getting a little agitated, isn't she? And it's really important that she stays in control. Has the lead, winning that close first set. Oh, on the line. Not too much margin for error.
Not sure that's quite where Rybakina aimed the smash, but it got the job done. Great approach. Paolini puts up the defensive lob, smash right on the line. Paolini's a little agitated because things aren't coming easy for her and her opponent's making life difficult for her. Just having to compete, finding a way to get the job done.
40-30.
All right, small victories. First time Paolini holds that comfortably, relatively comfortably, since the first game of the match. None of the stress of having to save break point this time. Deep breaths all round on debut at these WTA finals, the season finale. Well, apology all round after the attack to the body from Paolini, but frankly, it's the best place to go. Everyone knows it. Lovely pass. There it is, she says. There's my backhand.
Rybakina not doing enough with the approach shot here. Too central. Punished with the backhand cross-court pass.
Seemed a little slow coming forward as well. Not much conviction behind that approach. But again, she responds. Well, it's so good to see, isn't it? And good for the game to have her back competing in a battle like this once more. Yep. Rybakina closes it out. And edges ahead once more. A second set that's going with serve. 3-2. The 5th seed leads. A day way back.
Wasn't that long ago, was it, Jonathan? No, great performance from Humbert. I like his game. You know, he's a lefty that likes to move forward. We've heard how fast the conditions were in Paris, and Humbert's taken advantage, and he's still going to have to step it up if he's going to beat Zverev in the final.
Played that brilliant final just a couple of weeks ago with Arthur Fils in Tokyo. Does not have a good record in championship matches, although those titles earlier in the year, won 2 in close succession. And that match, Zverev against Humbert, you can watch tomorrow on Sky Sports Plus. Actually, Humbert went into that Tokyo final, didn't he, with that exceptional record. But Fils played magnificently to beat him. Here we're locked in another big battle. Paolini, Rybakina.
30.
And that's such an effective serve, isn't it? Right into the body, hitting the service line. And what about that? A love service hold for Jasmine Paolini. Things are getting slightly easier for this battling Italian. 2 Grand Slam finals in a remarkable summer.
Beautiful backhand here, steps in, drives it down the line. Nice way to start the service game. Love 15.
Love 13.
Again, that's just a shot that I think you've got to put it down to lack of match play. She's too good a player, Rybakina, to miss those types of forehands. Love 15 becomes love 30.
Oh, and perhaps the first indication of Rybakina running out of steam.
Yeah, absolutely, Jonathan. A couple of strong forehands there from Paolini going into the Rybakina forehand herself, but didn't really looked comfortable. Wasn't that far away from her, but no movement from Rybakina.
That's well played.
Nothing wrong with that shot.
Nope. And look, it's completely understandable, isn't it? If she does hit the wall, whether in this match or in the tournament, or I mean, she might only play one match. Who knows? Because nobody's known a thing about what's really been going on in Rybakina's world for the past 2 months. It's just good to see her back on the match court, back on the tour. But again, it's tentative steps from the Kazakh across to those defensive balls. Paolini takes advantage, takes the break, the first of this second set, and it's the Italian who's ahead 4-3, having won the first on the tiebreak.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Now it's free to sell on eBay. Download.
You'll see things differently now it's free to sell on eBay. Don't even think about it. eBay. Things people love.
Let's go. It's blue against blue in the WSL. Bring it on. Watch Everton take on champions Chelsea at Goodison Park, live on Sky Sports.
Does anyone have a light?
Everyone, light it up! Need a light over here? Light up your winter with our bright blockbusters, available now.
Your Premier League fireworks weekend begins with a night under the lights at Molineux as Wolves welcome Crystal Palace, live on Sky Sports.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Well, this tournament has certainly done its travels over the last few years, hasn't it? Singapore to Shenzhen, Guadalajara, Fort Worth, Cancun, and arriving this year in Riyadh, the 6th different city from the last 6 editions. No event held in 2020. New territory for women's tennis. Not everyone is happy with it. As Coco Gauff said yesterday, we hear you, we see you. All of the players seem keen to speak to local women. They've been to sessions with local girls. Jasmine Paolini certainly has, wanting to encourage, wanting to inspire. And I think from listening to all the players speak very eloquently yesterday when asked some pretty tricky questions about coming here to Saudi Arabia. I think there's a lot to learn from the diplomacy, positivity and inclusivity shown by the leading WTA players. Paolini taking charge of this opening match in the purple group for her. Second match overall after Sabalenka's win earlier in the day.
For DVD.
Just getting through that opening game for Paolini in this set was so significant, wasn't it? Under pressure once more, found a way through again. Since then, she's held serve in a more straightforward manner. And now moves to within a single game of her first victory at the WTA Finals.
Taken this match by the scruff of the neck in the last 3 games, really. sensed her opportunity as Rybakina was looking a little fatigued. Now just a game away. Oh, set up the point perfectly. Heavy forehands cross court, the defensive reply from Rybakina, but dragged the final forehand into net.
Well, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Rybakina recovers from this. Obviously, post-match treatment, as always. She'll need to rest up and come back on Monday. And fingers crossed she'll be okay to play on, but on this evidence, certainly the evidence of the last few games, it's going to be a difficult tournament for her. Having said that, Tim, she showed more than enough in that first set, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, just getting out there in a competitive environment, a couple of sets sort of in your legs. Hopefully she responds, you know, if she's not able to pull this out, but there's definitely been some positive signs.
Elena Rybakina. Paolini leads 5 games to 4.
So Rybakina survives. Not Paolini's greatest game, that one. And it will be the Italian who will have to come out to serve for the match, leading as she does 7-6, 5-4.
Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
He's an exceptional assassin. I know.
Have a ghost to bust.
Busted makes me feel no.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire available.
In Sabalenka, Rybakina and Zheng Qinwen in this purple group. But how well has she started? Of course, you would feel she's going to have to play better against those two other opponents. But so far, so good.
Strong first point from Paolini. You sense that she was just going to stay in the rally. There was no way she was going to make the unforced error, kept the ball deep. And that's what she got from Rybakina. Always important to get that first point. Can't have missed by much.
What a good serve that is down the centre. Sets her up perfectly for the forehand finish. Keeping it together, holding her nerve.
Very well placed first serve. Early preparation on the forehand. Moved up to the ball. Whipped that forehand away.
And as that flies, as so many have done, from both wings of Elena Rybakina, it's the Italian Jasmine Paolini who moves to match point.
Elena Rybakina, 5-2, 7-6, 6-4.
That's a lovely smile again. We've seen it so many times over the course of this remarkable season for Jasmine Paolini, this compact canister of firepower from Italy, who deals with the returning Elena Rybakina.